Hello everyone. Okay, so I missed my video last week. I know, guilty, but what are you gonna do? It's just why I've been busy because I've got to do my dissertation and I've been going out places and stuff. So my bad. But I said on the Facebook page that I'd do a punishment, and my punishment is I have to write a like a short story of all the architects involved. So yeah, that should be fun. Don't think you'll get off lightly. No. But anyway, so today I was going to talk about what I was going to talk about last week, which was making your own monster. So even before properly thinking about what your monster looks like, you've got to think what sort of monster could fit into your general fantasy stories, lore, theme, and the general feel of it. What would make it fit into it well? In this way, you've got to also think about how your world reacts to that monster. For example, if you had a world, say you had like a medieval world, and you have your castles, you've got your knights and everything, and there's dragons flying about like, and then they think, oh no, it's a dragon, we got to hate it, we got to kill these things. But then you've got like giant flying tropical birds flying about with really long feathers. That could be another type of monster, right? But they might think, oh look, that's brilliant, it's so beautiful and everything. In a way it doesn't really work, because they might be the same size and they're still flying around doing the same things, and you can't have one that's ugly and hated and then the other one's just accepted just for no reason. You've got to think about all the cogs working in people's heads into why that one's accepted and why that one isn't. When you actually start making your monster, physically and how it acts and everything, you've got to remember that the environment it lives in is just as important. For example, you're not going to have a big fire demon, running around on snowfields like la 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 la. It doesn't work. So that's just as important. I mean, are you going to have a giant sludge monster that lives in the swamp, or are you going to have a big, hairy, giant-y troll thing who lives in a cave? He's not going to live in a prairie, is he? I don't know. Now, like I said in my last video, creating a monster has its pros and it has its cons. So let's think. If you're making a monster, you can have your creative juices go flowing. I mean, you can create whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You can have 3 legs coming out of a nostril each, if you wanted to, just like... I mean, I don't know why you would do that, but you can. That's the point. But this, in turn, leads to the con, whereby it involves a lot more description, and you're going to have to paint a really clear image in the reader's head of what your monster looks and acts like. Which also means that you've got to do it in a more interesting way than it had horns, it had 4 legs with 3 claws on each foot, and it had a mustache. Oh yeah, that's well interesting. Yeah, I say that, but I've got the reputation in the AWA for being like the description junkie and does like nothing else but, so ultimately, the point I'm trying to make in this video, although it hasn't really been clear, but oh well, is although it is important to think about, what it looks like and where it lives, and it's more important to think about how your world reacts to it and how it reacts to your world, because you've got to remember that it may be a monster, but it's got a backstory too. Even if it's just your general monster or one that's that's capable of thought, it's all you've got to think about these sort of backstories for all of them and why they think like that. Okay, well, we'll continue the discussion on Figment, on Facebook, on Twitter, down below. Who knows? I mean, it won't be my next video, but one of my videos, I've decided that the short story that I will quickly write, that I have to do for my punishment, which, by the way, will be awful, but, what are you going to do? I will read it. I will do a dramatic reading, or better yet, I'll contact Jake, right, and we'll do like a duo one, because he loves doing that, as he's mentioned in his other videos, so maybe, I don't know. But, Yeah, I think I might do that. I might make it really bad on purpose so he has to read it, and it'd just be funny. Or bet, no, that's a great idea. If because it's about the AWA members, maybe I should like write it as a script, and everyone has to play themselves, and I'll just like ruin everyone. But okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That sounds good. So it won't be next video, but look out for that in the future. See ya.